Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Daltonian95, and today we're taking a look at something I've been wanting to get for a while and finally got around to ordering it. Blokees Galaxy version, or Galaxy Defender version 1, Galaxy Shining. So this is a full case, ordered it right off of Blokees, and it actually got here super quick. Ordered it on, was it Wednesday? No. Yeah, Wednesday, and it got here Saturday at the time of this recording. So, yeah, I honestly kind of surprised how fast it got here. So what I'm going to do is record this intro, open up one and build it here on camera, and then I'll probably do a live stream building the rest of these before continuing, before I move on to the rest and do the review. So let's go ahead and get this opened real fast. All right, so here we have the case opened up, and of course we get this little card right here showing all the characters that are in the set. So you get a Shatterglass, Sideswipe, Thundercracker, Scavenger, Ironhide, which could either be, I believe, the Shining version or the regular version. I'm not quite sure which one it's supposed to be. I think it's just supposed to be the Brilliant. Megatron, Bumblebee, which is, again, Brilliant. So it's going to be, or no, Shining Ironhide, which is clear, and then Brilliant Bumblebee, which is gold, kind of Golden Lagoon. Prowl, and then Optimus, where you get three possibilities. You get regular, I believe Shining, and then this harder to find kind of Cybertron inspired design. Of course, the Blokees logo on the back, with, or Transformers logos, and then Blokees. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and open this up. We'll go ahead and just go with this one right here. Just, oof, got some thick glue on there. Lordy. Okay, let me get this open. Okay, wasn't very elegant, but I did get it open. So we'll take that out. And I believe our standard instructions. So it shows these collector coins. You could get any one of those. And then shows the instructions along with all the characters that are included. Let's open this up, and we got, okay, it's Megatron. So the instructions are correct. So let's go ahead and assemble Megatron. Let's get all this cleared out of the way. So let's go ahead and assemble Megatron here. It seems to be a simple build. We'll just add a backpack on like that. Take these and assemble his legs. Put the feet on there. Same thing with this one. And there we go. There's that one. There's that foot. Shoulders. Trying to figure out. Okay, so yeah, there's one of the shoulders. We'll go ahead and put that on right there. I believe it's facing this. Yeah, it's the same either direction. And yeah, this is the forearm. Go ahead and pop. Okay, maybe that is it the forearm? Okay, yeah, it is. Sorry about that. There we go. This will just pop right onto there, just like that. Okay, so then these are our thigh pieces. Oop. I'm getting ahead of myself. Pop that onto there. Pop that onto the forearm. Pop the waist piece on. Pop this other leg onto here. There's that. There's that one. Then looks like the eyepiece is a, yeah, the eyes are a separate piece, so we'll plug that on like that. And just add the helmet onto there. And the little fusion cannon. And there we have our little tiny Megatron. Good to go. And then it comes with a little collector disc that he can be displayed on. I believe it has, yeah, a little QR code for Blokees' Facebook page. I'm still not sure if it's pronounced Blokees or Blokees. I'm apologize if it is mispronunciation, but let's go ahead and get zoomed in here. So very, oh, I do have the waist on backwards, so let me fix that. Wasn't paying attention. I guess it's just a matter of rotating. I don't know why I popped them fully off. I can just rotate the leg around. There we go. So yeah, it's got some nice little tempograph detail on there. Decepticon symbol. Of course, the little abdomen details. So even little tiny paint details there for the center abdomen section. Yeah, decent little model kit. Ball jointed head, of course, like it is all ball joints. So we get good range in the arms. You got ball jointed, of course, elbows. Swivel the wrists. Cannon is on a little peg, obviously. The waist can swivel. You get a little tiny bit of ab crunch. You get all the way forward, all the way back, out to there. Of course, 90 at the knee, and the feet can move up and down. So there is Megatron. So like I said, I'm going to live stream the building process on the rest of these guys. So that'll come out before this video. But, you know, if you haven't checked that out, please check it out. And with that, we'll get on to the rest of these guys. All right, so we've already took a look at Megatron, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one that we opened, that being Prowl here. And he looks pretty close to both, you know, his toy model and accurate, you know, animation model. Of course, you know, it's been chibified to fit in with, you know, the Blokees aesthetic, and, you know, it looks really good. Even got some details here to look like turn signals, the headlights, a little tiny Autobot symbol there. You got the little police star there. Some of the details for the windows on the lower legs. Of course, you got the door wings with the wheels back there. You get a blaster, and this seems to be a standard issue blaster across all the figures in the wave. You got the little crest there painted in. And again, same articulation, so you got the ball joint, shoulders, head, elbows, wrists. Do get a wasteful, I can't remember, is it? Yeah, it's a ball joint as well. Don't really get much out of that ball joint, but you do kind of get a little side to side, a little front and back. Of course, ball jointed hips and knees, feet. I mean, all the articulation is the same across all these guys, so there is Prowl, and of course he comes with his little name coin. I believe after this they changed to cards, so there's that. You get a little QR code there. I guess it takes you to the Blokees website. Yeah, there you go. Facebook page. So there is Prowl. Now I'm not sure if I'm going in order of this. It's been a few days since I last recorded, but I believe the next one we opened was Shattered Glass Sideswipe. And I showed it on the stream when I did it, but it's fairly accurate to the design, although this is him while he's still an Autobot before being betrayed, I believe, or just before switching sides. But yeah, very nicely done. Still got the typical like Sideswipe, that's or Lamborghini Bro chest. Got some nice details here for the lower legs. Of course, that nice shattered glass symbol there. Got kind of the Lamborghini style roof going on there. Got the shoulder rocket. Again, that same blaster. Nice red eyes. You get the kind of off-white silver face. And again, all the joints are the same. It does have this additional bow joint here for the shoulder missile. And of course, he does have his little coin thing. It's not really a coin, just more of just a little character card. I guess they can stand on it. So there is that. We also got the glittering, I believe. Where is his coin? There we go. Yeah, the glittering Ironhide, so it is translucent. Let me take that off because I forgot to take that off and put his regular hand back on. Whoop. Yeah, kind of just going off the cuff with this. Don't really have any points. It's just raw reaction. So nice, you know, decals there, or not really decals, tempographs there for the chest. You got the window, the little headlights, Autobot symbol. I think that is all the printed detail that's on this guy. You do have that same blaster. You get some nice paint there on the face. So yeah, this is kind of a translucent variant. And of course, like I said, it does have his little coin here. It actually does come with a plastic coin of Megatron's head. There are 2 other versions that you could get. You got Optimus Prime robot mode head and the Optimus Prime truck mode. So there's that. It's got the Blokees logo on the back. So yeah, nice little thing there for Ironhide. Go ahead and do the Brilliant Bumblebee. This is kind of based on how he appeared in the Golden Lagoon. I don't know if I can't remember if Bumblebee actually did appear in that, but I guess it could also double as a G2 Bumblebee, but he doesn't have the mouth plate. So it's just a gold Bumblebee. Of course, he does come with the coin here. Got the Autobot symbol there. You got a window. You got some kind of Volkswagen style details here with the bumper and the headlights. Got a little backpack there that you can store the blaster on. So there is Bumblebee. Again, same articulation. He does, though, I discussed on the stream, very nice kind of metallic looking eyepiece that really wish Blokees would do for all the characters, because I think just the more metallic eyes can really pop on a character. Yeah, this Bumblebee looks pretty good. I believe the regular one is in wave 2 or 3. I can't remember. But, yeah, just a fun, cold Bumblebee. And we also get vehicle mode Bumblebee. Let's go ahead and go over that. It is the glittering version, so it is translucent. It comes with a little blaster you can put up there. Looks kind of like his Stinger blaster from the Bumblebee movie. But the vehicle mode is very much inspired by animated. Just the way it's designed. You got the kind of hatchback style with the single stripe down the middle. Some nice front window here with the cell shading. The wheels roll okay. I mean, not as good as the other vehicle mode that's in this. Of course, he does have the same kind of a cardboard piece, just, you know, to signify the character. And if you want, like I had earlier, well, sort of like, you can take the blaster and put it in his hand, so you can have him, you know, swap that out. You can even put the little fist up there if you want to store it somewhere. I think it actually looks better, though, on Ironhide, since he is also kind of that glittering style. So there you go. You can have Ironhide with a big arm blaster and his regular blaster. So, fairly optional. Go ahead and put Put that back on there. Next we have Thundercracker, and he might be one of my favorites of the wave. Just, I love Seekers, and really like how they handled Thundercracker. You got the nice printing there for the cockpit, of course the turbines inside the chest there. Some really nice striping on the wings. You got, of course, the show accurate upside down Decepticon symbols. You guys, little Null Ray style blasters there. Of course, this little collector disc. And these are on little posts, so you can rotate them around as needed. So yeah, very nice looking little Thundercracker. And of course, staying on the topic of Thundercracker, here he is in jet mode. A lot more detailing here. So you got these tampos on the intakes. You got these vents right here. Little sections here. Of course, the striping and Decepticon symbols there. Nothing really on the bottom. You do kind of get some of those robot mode details like the legs. And of course, the intakes, the chest vents. Only kind of, not really complaint, just little criticism, I guess, would be that the blasters are a little too far forward. I think they should still be on the wings, but I think it still looks pretty good. As far as his little disc, it is just him in jet mode. So there you go, it says Thundercracker vehicle. So there is that. Next up we have our first Constructicon of the series, and I gave him vehicle mode blaster. We'll get to that soon. But Scavenger. Now, unlike the others, he does not have a separate eyepiece. It is all part of the head. Do have some kind of toy-inspired details here on the chest. Very well done there. That's really all the tempographs that are on this guy. Everything else is just molded plastic. You do get these extra pieces to have the shovel on his back. So, much like the original toy and cartoon, which I believe this is going for more of that toy style, as evident by, you know, the head and torso details. Of course, here's his little collector disc. And I guess while we're here, we'll just go ahead and go over vehicle mode version of him as well. It does come with this little drill they can give to the robot mode version to use. So there's that. Of course, it is fully functional, so you get the scooping action, and unlike the Studio Series version, does rotate on the turntable like a regular excavator would. Now, it does have some parts here, of course, you know, I'm like 3 waves late on this, but you got attachment points here and on the back for Devastator. So I do plan on getting the whole way, or the whole set, as well as the parts to make Devastator. So we'll take that off, plug that back in right there, and there's a little collector disc for that, so bring that down. There we go. So there's Scavenger in both modes, and now we'll get on to the last two. So kind of going in reverse order on this, we have the Optimus Prime vehicle mode. Now this is compatible with other figures in that the little drone here can raise up, flip out the handles here. We'll just go ahead and take Brilliant Bumblebee, and we can just attach him onto there, and we can go into battle with Prime, or maybe this is just a small toy version of Prime that's like a scooter. So it's up to your imagination what you do with this. That's the goal at the end of the day, is that these are fun little buildable toys, and you know, they're great as, you know, Transformers characters. So you got the windshield there, get some nice paint for the grille, headlights, mirrors, of course the top lights and exhaust pipes. Very well detailed. Of course, you got much better rolling wheels than on the Bumblebee. Nice big Autobot symbol there on the side, proper side for Optimus. Of course, there's his little collector disc, or a little display disc, however you want to do it. I guess we'll keep that in here and bring in our, what are they calling this one? Special Galaxy type Optimus. This is more metallic, but I believe it's kind of a semi-translucent to give it that kind of glittery metallic look. And I really dig it. I really hope I can track down the regular and the 100% armed version. That is very Cybertron Prime inspired. But this one looks really nice. Do like the metallic paint here on the shins. You got the little arrows on the arm. Of course, Autobot symbol. You can kind of see the matrix there on his chest. Little yellow details there. Lights. Of course, again, the metallic paint on the pipes, the face, those metallic eyes. And his big ion blaster with a extended clip or magazine. Don't get on me about the term. So yeah, there is that. Alright, so there is the full version 1 of the Blokees Defender series. This was a really fun build. It took me about 30 minutes to put together the whole set. So quick build, a lot of fun. I mean, they all follow pretty much the same instruction pattern, just like the regular, Galaxy type. I'm not sure about the Champion or Classic type because I've only built, I think, 1 or 2 of those at BotCon. But as far as these goes, fun little builds. Really cool little characters. I mean, these are perfect for displaying with your Titans or even your larger combiner characters. So, yeah, if you ever want to track these down, I mean, they're available in the US, I believe other markets as well. But, yeah, it's definitely a fun little set. And, like I said, I plan on getting the rest so I can have Devastator. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was enjoyable to watch. I guess I just said the same thing twice. But, forget that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the links down below for all of my other channel info. Be sure to check out my other playlists that I have going on as well. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.